fellow diamond painting addicts, and welcome back to Diamond Painting Anonymous. I'm Daphne, and I'm here today to dekit the finish of my latest project, which I'm so excited about. I had so much fun working on this kit, and I can't wait to show it to you. So I'm just going to jump in and start putting drills away. Some of these I don't have very many left, and I have tons of that color, so I'm not going to be saving those. For example, my 310, those are just going to get dumped into my trash drills because I don't need any more 310. I think we all have plenty of 310, and I also have a lot of 169, which is that color, so that's going to go in the trash. You guys, I cannot explain how much fun I had with this kit. I think part of it is because, you know, I had been forcing myself to work on my heaven and earth design. Not that there's anything wrong with that kit, but just it's a little bit of a slog. I'm going to have to turn it into something that I just work on every once in a while. It's very confetti heavy, and although I enjoy confetti, it's just a lot. And it's square, and I was trying to rush it. So I think, you know, kind of once I get to the first of the year and I'm working on some other projects and things, it'll be a little bit smoother. That's my hope anyway. We'll see what actually happens, because who knows, you know, life gets weird. Okay, let's see. I don't have some of these colors. I don't have very many of left, so I'm going to go ahead and keep those because some of them are colors I don't have very much of. Okay, I have plenty of these, so, and there's so few left that it seems silly to save them. And they're sticking in the bottom for some reason. Get them out of there. Okay, because I always want my containers to be nice and clean, empty, and ready to go for my next kit. So this kit was a little unusual for me. It had kind of the predominant color, well, it was a lot of browns and oranges, which again are not usually my thing. I don't know if it's because it's the season and I am just, you know, liking those colors because of the weather. Although you'd think browns and oranges would be more like a fall color than a winter color. I don't know, maybe it's just the combination of them that I really like, but I did really like them, and I'm super happy with how this kit turned out. I'm actually gonna frame it. I have a couple of frames that have been hanging around my house forever that I bought, gosh, eons ago. This one I have plenty of. I'm gonna dump those. Probably over a year ago, I bought these frames, and they're not expensive frames. They're just kind of, you know, inexpensive black frames with the acrylic, you know, not glass for the front of it. But I like them. One, they're inexpensive, and two, they're what do I want to say, a standard size. So using them for, you know, standard kits so that I can, I mean, not standard kits, but the standard size fits 30 by 40 kits pretty well. And I bought, I think, 4 of the frames. They come 2 in a box, and I think I bought 4 of them. And I think the last time I used them, I was doing a mystery kit that I actually ended up giving to my daughter. And it was like a landscape with like cherry trees and a moon. Gosh, that's been a while. But I only used one frame out of the 4, and then the other one, that's the bad thing about it being acrylic instead of glass. The acrylic split, so I can't use the second frame from that particular box. I didn't throw it away because I might someday want to frame something, even if I don't, like if I seal it, then I could still use the frame. So I'm hanging on to the frame, but I still, like I said, I got 4 of them. I got 2 boxes of 2. So I still had those other 2 hanging around, and I pulled it out and thought, you know what? I like this kit enough. I'm actually going to frame it. I usually just put kits in my portfolios because I just don't have I don't have a lot of space for one thing, and I just don't normally frame my kits, especially the smaller ones. Okay, 936. I think I have enough of those. Do I want to save those? Oh, yes, I do. Wait, is that 936? Nope, that's 938. That's probably why I thought I had enough of them, because that's not the right number. And yes, I do have plenty of those, so I don't need this color. Okay. This kit did not have very many colors, as you can see. Let's see, 975. Ooh, I don't have any of these. And really, when I started doing this kit, I wasn't sure, because of the size and the amount of detail, if it would actually turn out well, but it really did. I have a lot of these too, so I don't need those. Ending up throwing away more than I thought I would, but that's okay. Okay, 37.90. Ooh, making a big jump there. 37.90. I don't have hardly very many of those. Not a very big kit and not very many colors, so when I started doing it, I wasn't sure how it would turn out. I mean, I hoped it would turn out well, but you know, sometimes, especially when you're doing certain kits, they just don't look as good at a smaller size. Now, I've not seen this one in a larger size. In fact, I've not seen this kit anywhere before, but ooh, I don't have any of this color. That's always nice when it's a color I don't have any of. Okay, and then the last one is 38.64. Okay, I think this was one of her skin colors. But yeah, even though there's some wildly different shades in there. I think I've got 3 different shades in there. Yeah, she just turned out way better than I thought she would. Super happy. So the kit was a 30 by 40 and only 20 colors, as you can see, so not very many, and not very much trash at all, which is always nice. There wasn't a whole lot of black, which was good, and it took me almost 9 hours to get this done. I'm going to show you my trash real quick, and then I will show you the completed canvas. If I can get all these out of here. Come on. Okay. So there's my container, all empty, so I can put that aside for my next project. And yeah, you can see some of them are stuck together because they're ones I fell on the canvas or something, and I had them in the wrong place, so I'd pull them off. You can see some of them have little tabs on them. That one has some kind of a discoloration. That one has little tabs on it, little tab there. That and the size is mostly what I threw them away for. So yeah, not a whole lot of trash at all considering the size of the kit. So I'm happy with that. Let me get these in the trash. Now, let me clean some of this away, and I will be right back to show you the canvas. Don't go anywhere. Okay, here is the completed canvas, and ta-da! Look how pretty she turned out. I'm absolutely loving how it turned out. Now, it's not as detailed as it could be, obviously, because of the size. This is only a 30 by 40, but I think it turned out really well. I'm actually really happy with the color of her skin. It's also the color of a lot of the flowers, which I thought would be weird, but I think it works. I think the section up here with the fleur-de-lis, again, not as detailed as it could be because of the size, but that's okay. You've got this little section of pattern up here. And then the background was pretty confetti heavy. So you've got these kind of it was almost checkerboard for some of the colors in this kind of grayish green background. And then you've got, you know, the browns, but you've got all these little flowers in here. Confetti for her little dress that she's wearing. Her little armband, another bracelet here. But I think it turned out super well. I like the black is the frame of the outside of it. Now, I haven't quite decided what I'm going to do. It's a little bit too small width-wise for the size of the frame that I have. So I may leave this tape on here and just play around with matting it and see if that, if it covers up enough of the text, or if I need to cut it, or if I need to take off the washi tape and like paint the edges black with black paint, or maybe some black duct tape or something to just to cover it up so it will fit in the opening of the size frame that I have. I think it's an 11 by 14 frame is the frame size. I think. I can't remember. Let me look at the box real quick. Is that what it says? 10 by 14. So it's a package of two 10 by 14 frames, and of course it's got a mat in it and some things, so I'll play around with it. But anyway, yeah, I just thought she turned out really well. And this is one of their newer style ones where there's not squares to show you where to put the drills, because they put the image on first and then put on the symbols. So you can see kind of here in this section, there's like a black line that's kind of printed behind the drills to kind of give it just, and here through this one, it just gives it a little bit more shadow and detail from a distance than you would get with just like a white background or something. You can see down here, well, maybe you can't. Let me get that a little bit closer. You can see here behind the drills, there's like a black line running behind them. So the drills are a white color, but you get that shadow because of the black printed behind it. And it just adds that little bit of extra dimension to the painting. And like I said, I think the colors they picked for her skin worked really well. And I am totally loving the oranges that are in her hair. In fact, I saved that as the last part to do. Normally I would start at the bottom. This one I started at the top because I thought, well, I'll just do this fleur-de-lis and I'll do this like pattern here and get that out of the way, and then I'll just work my way down. But as I was working my way down, I finished here and then I was going to move over here, and I thought, you know what, the orange is what I'm drawn to, so I'm going to save that for last. So I worked down this way and kind of got her, I did a little bit of her hair, but got most of her done. And then as I was coming back down this side, I tried to do all of this part with all the flowers and everything first, and I saved all the oranges in her hair for last. And yeah, I so enjoyed this one. Like I said, it only took me about 9 hours of painting, but after forcing myself to slog through the Heaven and Earth design for a couple of weeks, yeah, this was just so nice. And I originally had intended, after I finished this one, to move to my other Big 10, but I realized it's late enough in the month now. There's probably not any way I'm going to finish it, even if I started it. So I may just go through my kits and pick something that calls to me and just kind of get my enjoyment, my mojo back for diamond painting. Because when you force yourself to do something that you're not really that excited about, yeah, it does become a bit of a psychological drain. And not that I dislike the paintings that I have, they're just big, and I think projects that I need to just kind of do a little bit out of a time. So those will be projects that I work on, you know, here's a little section and that's done. And I also think, especially for the heaven and earth design, I need to make my sections smaller. I've been doing my typical 4x6 section with my release papers, and I think that's just a bit too big for those. But yeah, this one, absolutely had a fantastic time doing it. Like I said, loving the oranges in it and liking it so much, I'm going to frame it and see where I can put it up. So once I get it framed, I may put pictures out on my socials. So, you know, if you're interested, keep an eye out for that. So there you go. This is, I can't remember, oh gosh, the name of the painting escapes me. I'll put it down here at the bottom. Paul Berthon, I think, is the name of the artist that did this one. And yeah, just loving the whole Art Nouveau style, the oranges in her hair, the browns. Yeah, just loving the whole thing. So super excited I finally got it done. That's it for me today, guys. Thanks for sticking around till the end of the video. Before you leave, don't forget to do all the things. If you like this video, give it a thumbs up. Hit that subscribe button if you haven't already, and hit that bell notification icon so that you can be informed of future uploads. And as always, guys, thanks so much for watching.